Hello and welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream I am asking Codemasters very nicely to fix the online in Dirt 5. So sit back, relax,
Alright, Trouble. What's that, a throwdown?
but as always,
Game broke the stream,
and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. No, Codemasters broke the stream. Codemasters, please, Codemasters, do me a favour, do all of the Dirt 5 community a very big favour and fix the online in Dirt 5, please. It is absolutely terrible, riddled with errors, riddled with network connections, even though there's nothing wrong with people's network. The only problem is with Codemasters servers. And the game crashed on me a few minutes ago, which is why my previous live stream had to come to an end. Nonetheless, welcome back to the live stream chat. DualSense R2 edition. Oh, I fucking love it. That's what I should call this, man. Broken as fuck. Welcome to Dirt 5 DualSense R2 edition. Broken as fuck. What a comment. Oh, fucking hell, man.
Pokémon Unite is made by Tencent, Epic Games Overlords, Elbow Cup.
Man, Tencent are like the mafia of the gaming industry. They just come along out of nowhere and just throw their power around. Hey,
CODEMASTERS will be a great
we give you some money.
Both have terrible servers.
Oh, Jesus, definitely, Damien. 100%, man. And welcome back to the live stream, Damien. Apologies about earlier. The game crashed on me. But yeah, that's exactly it. Like, wait, Jesus Christ. Do they actually have terrible servers, EA? Oh shit, man. In that case, then EA need to just stay away then. Tencent need to come along. The video game mafia, as I call them.
So is Apex, Battlefield, etc.
Ah, no way. No way. So if anything, EA would make the situation worse then, if they got involved. Oh, dear God above. I take it back. EA, stay away from Dirt 5's online, please.
Yes,
stay away.
That's why they're getting hacked.
Oh, is that why they're getting hacked? Oh, fuck it. Yeah, in that case then, I want EA to stay very far away from Dirt 5's online.
All runs from the same servers. The EA servers.
Ah, shit, yeah, man. I don't want them anywhere near Dirt 5's online now. Feck that. Oh, man. But I think Tencent, the video game mafia, need to step in. Hey, I have an offer you can't refuse. Just buy out EA and fix the online Dirt 5 and we'll be all happy. But honestly, that's what I think Tencent are, man. They're actually the video game mafia. Honestly, they're throwing their power around, just buying all these gaming companies. You work for us now, yeah? I designed this car, by the way.
I think they control Disney and Marvel too.
I think so. Oh. So they even worked on the new Terminator movie. as well, because their name popped up at the start of the movie.
All the big Hollywood movies that want to make Chinese money.
Yeah. That's it. Holy shit, man, he's on fire. What in the name of fuck?
John, Taiwan is not a country, Sina El Boca.
Oh yeah, didn't he say that? And he got into a load of shit. I seen he came back as well, by the way. You know what? There was a nice little video that I came across
Chenina.
online. And you know, like John Cena or hate John Cena. It was a nice little video of this kid, like, and he was delighted when John Cena came back, and he was like jumping up and down and everything. But it just goes to prove that, you know, he's still a big name, like, for that company, you know, and he still makes money for that company. You know?
He spoke pretty good Chinese too.
Did he? John Cena speaking Chinese. Man, I'll pay money for that. What's the Chinese for you can't see me? You can't see me. So they can't see fuck all anyway. I want to get that Red Bull
Security
skin.
was going over to a child to get him to stop recording, and Linda McMahon put her arm around him and let the kid record Cena.
Oh, that was actually very nice. That's a side of WWE that people just don't seem to see enough of, you know? It's so easy to criticize that company and criticize the performers, like, you know, but people fail to see these little moments, you know? Oh yes! First place, I'll take that. A lot of the time the security are just assholes, to be honest with you. They're just on a power trip, you know. And it's great to see, like, that, you know, that Linda McMahon actually, like, you know, fucking, you know, stepped in there, like.
Good job.
Fair juice. Good job to Linda McMahon, though, you know. Waiting for your opponents to catch up here.
The more down-to-earth ones are Linda and Sean, I'd say.
Do you know what? I actually 100% agree with you. They just have that look about them, you know, they're just very down-to-earth, like. I'd say Shane McMahon would be an interesting guy, like, to go out on a night with. He'd be climbing fucking the nearest balcony he can fucking see. Just jump off some random fucker. Hey, look at this. Bang! See, there's screenshots there during the loading times. Those are actually other players' screenshots from photo mode. I might try to take one, actually. Hope that my screenshot appears on other people's games. It's actually an interesting feature, to be honest. It's the same guy I was racing against. Oh, I'm telling you, these are bots. Oh, I'm not playing this. What is this? No, I'm not playing it. No. That's that drift race. It's the worst type of race in the game, honestly. I just refuse to play those races. There's party games as well. It's very cool, actually, to be honest. It'd be amazing to see, like, they're actually very good. I think so anyway, because look, J Gamer 84, yeah, definitely. And there's a little camera icon next to the name, so I presume anyway there are other players' screenshots. It's very good. That's actually a very good one, actually, so very colourful.
They're saying now that CM Punk will return to the ring in AEW El Boca.
Oh man, CM Punk coming back to wrestling is like a fucking Switch Pro happening, you know? Like, CM Punk will come up publicly and say, I am not coming back to wrestling. And then you come across somebody that will say, oh no, he's just saying that. Damage control. Of course he'll say that. And it's the same with the Switch Pro. Like, Nintendo came out there recently and said there is no Switch Pro. There never was a Switch Pro. Bloomberg were wrong.
Face with tears of joy.
You know, they literally came out and said that. And like, you'll still have the likes of Super Metal Dave 64 on YouTube that will say, I don't notice. Don't take any notice of them. They're damage control. It's happening. My dog's owner's neighbour's ancestor sent me a vision in my dream last night that there is going to be a Switch Pro. Oh, well, it's going to happen then, isn't it?
If he does, you can tell he's still butthurt.
I'd say he regrets leaving wrestling so much, but I think his pride is keeping him from coming back. But I don't know. I mean, he said so many times he's not coming back, so it's hard to disagree with the person themselves, you know. But yeah, I do think he regrets leaving. He's kind of dug himself into a hole, hasn't he?
Event, please, loudly crying face.
Oh, that's what he's doing. Man, I think you know what, man? You know how a lot of people, myself included, have praised CM Punk all this time for his amazing pipe bomb promo and for standing up for his beliefs. But you know what? In retrospective, he gave birth to the crybaby generation of wrestling. You know, as Edge said, like, you know, he needs his bottle.
7 years out of the ring, El Boca.
I think CM Punk gave birth to the crybaby generation. I want a main event WrestleMania. I mean, who doesn't want a main event WrestleMania? But you have to work for it. And the wrestling industry is what it is. It's always been this way. You don't bitch and moan to get to the top. You know, blood, sweat and tears gets you to the top. And sometimes it takes more blood, sweat and tears. And more. And more. Sometimes it takes failure. You know? Sometimes you have to become the phoenix and rise from the ashes of your failure to become the top. Sometimes you record that and send it to WWE. It's a great promo, actually. Send it directly to CM Punk. Send it to Seth Rollins as well.
Honestly, just like Chris Benoit was fantastic in the ring, but what he's done will always overshadow his in-ring ability.
Oh, that's very true. It's just the way it is. That's just the way life is, unfortunately. There's no getting away from that, like, you know. But I don't think anyone can deny that Chris Benoit was a fantastic wrestler. I mean, I remember Chris Benoit wrestling, and he was always a very good wrestler, a good performer in the ring. So I don't think anyone can deny that he was a good wrestler. But I just think there is a massive shadow, you know, that will follow him, you know, for what he did. Hello, dear Saber. Welcome back. Thought you were gone, but you decided to come back.
Nobody expected that to happen also, because apparently he was such a good guy.
Oh man, that was so unexpected. It still is unexpected in retrospective.
I am in a music mood.
You're in a music mood? Well, you've come to the right live stream, you've come to the right game. Apart from the shitty online experience of Dirt 5, it's got some pretty good belters of music. And Saber, behave yourself on this live stream, yeah?
Lol. You behave.
Saber, don't test my patience. I will go Chris Benoit on you. And I ain't kidding.
Today, Robin Williams would be 70 years old, sheltering.
I know, yeah, I've seen that. It's very, it still is
JK.
very raw. I know, Saber, I know.
Why is the online bad?
It's full of network errors and bugs, and the game
Robin
crashes.
Williams killed himself because he didn't know what he was doing. He had dementia and Parkinson's.
Yeah, man, it was actually very tragic, to be honest. Nobody knows. What? Am I going backwards? Nobody knows what anyone is going through at any time. I think Robin Williams proved that.
Chester is dead 4 years today also.
I know, yeah. Another
I think anyway.
tragic. Yeah, I came across that on Facebook earlier. Another tragic one. I think for me, just thinking now, yeah, for me that would have been the first significant, the first significant death of a music star for me, because I had listened to him so much as a kid. Like, I listened to so many of Linkin Park's songs, and he was just so, like, his voice was so iconic. So once I heard that he was dead, I was like, it just hit me, you know, hit me. Yeah, it was the first major, like, death in the entertainment industry for me. I can't think of any other. Oh my fucking god, I hate this vehicle. This vehicle has a mind of its own. I am telling you. Whoa.
Hey, how do you get more subscribers? Not for me, you.
Well, how do I get more subscribers? By just doing what I do. Doing what I'm doing right now. Playing the games I love, sharing the passion
Yeah.
I have for those games with people around me, including yourselves, and interacting with you. Just doing what I do, being myself. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I can't be anybody else and I won't be anybody else.
Do reactions videos to Jacksepticeye sheltering.
That's Chad anyway. It is too. Never. No, the only thing I don't like about him, Jacksepticeye, is the fact that he is Irish, but puts on an Irish accent. I don't understand the logic behind that. He doesn't need to do it. It's not 1980s Hollywood, where like
Jacksepticeye sucks and boring.
Well, I don't know about that. I haven't seen much of his content. It's just the fact that he puts on an Irish accent.
Then have the cringe thumbnails with your mouth wide open and being shocked. Sheltering.
100%. That would get me some what the hell? Oh yeah, I finished last. That would get me some likes and subs. But I can't say I don't know, Saber, about that. I haven't seen much of his content, but he doesn't have to put on an Irish accent. It's not
Irish
like
Johnny.
It's not like, yeah, I'm Irish. It's not like he has to. It's not like people don't know who Irish people are. It's not like there isn't shows out there that are like worldwide that have, you know, originated from Ireland. There's plenty of Irish actors. I mean, look at Conor McGregor, for God's sake. You know? Look at Conor McGregor. Yeah? He's Irish. That's how he speaks. Like, you know, you don't need to put on an Irish accent. And he puts on an Irish accent and it just annoys me. That's the only issue I have with the man. I wouldn't have any necessary...
Pie is so good.
Well, I can't deny that. As in, like, in terms of, like... Depends on what you mean by good. I mean, he definitely has a lot of subscribers, to say the least. He's definitely making a lot of money. So he is definitely good in that area. But I don't even think I don't even think I'm subscribed to him. I don't know. It's just he's not somebody that I would watch all the time. What I've been watching on YouTube now lately is 24/7 live streams of Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid. Now, I don't actually watch them for 24 hours.
New content sucks now.
I wouldn't know. I haven't seen any of his content for a long while, to be honest. I would say, no, I haven't seen anything, but if I had to guess, I would say that I would find his appeal gone, you know. Oh, it's PewDiePie, the guy who says funny things and does funny things.
You support T-Series and Coco Melon, how dare you? JK.
I don't even know who Coco Melon is. And I ain't joking. But that would be what I would say anyway. Yeah. The funny guy who says funny things and shouts a lot and makes funny faces. I mean, there's a lot of other people like PewDiePie out there right now. Obviously, they don't have the success of him, but...
Sega thought it was a good idea to have Sonic Jacksepticeye read a poem for St. Patrick's Day, sheltering. I
know, yeah, Chad, I remember you telling me that actually. And he did it in the Irish accent as well. When I have Liam Neeson voice Sonic and read a poem, Dr. Robotnik. I have a...
Wait, I gotta go, we'll come back.
No problem. I have a set of skills. When I find you, Robotnik, and I will kill you. Or some shit like that, you know? Oh my god, the bends. Shit. Get up, you cunt. That went well for like 10 seconds and then just was disastrous. No blast.
I've been watching those hamster videos of them going through the built Sonic and Mario courses.
Yeah, I came across a few of them actually. They're actually really nice to watch. My YouTube playlist is just full of like animal videos. Mostly cat videos. I've become one of those people. I've finally become one of those people where I just watch a lot of funny cat videos. There is nothing wrong with that, like. I'd rather watch funny cat videos than watch some fucker twerking for like 10 minutes. For fucking Fortnite, you know what I mean?
I thought it was hilarious and pretty neat.
Oh, they really are, man. So there's actually ones where there's actual hamster or actual hedgehogs that are going through like man-made Sonic stages. They're really amazing to watch. I swear to God though, if you're ever having a bad day, watch a funny cat video, because cats are absolutely hilarious. Just the kind of things to get up to, like. Well, that race went very well. Not. My vehicle is absolutely covered in dust. I think the first racing game that I played was actually, I was going to say on Sega Mega Drive, but I actually think it would have been on. Oh god, it was a system called the TV Boy. You plugged it into the TV. Built-in games. There was an Amigo, a bootleg Amiibo or Amiga.
Genesis sheltering.
Chad, you keep calling it the Genesis, man, and I will knock you back to the Genesis. The Book of Genesis. Sega Mega Drive. I don't know why back then gaming companies thought they had to change the name of a game or a console in different regions. Like, there would have been nothing wrong with calling the Sega Mega Drive the Mega Drive in America. Why did they feel they need to call it Genesis though? Beginning? But it wasn't the beginning because there was a Sega Master System. So how can it be the beginning if it wasn't their first console? It doesn't make any sense. So Mega Drive makes sense.
A plug-and-play Chinese bootleg.
Pretty well. I don't know if it was Chinese, but it was pretty much, yeah. plug and play bootleg Atari, I think. Yeah, Atari. So I would have played a racing game on that.
Yeah, Mega Drive sounds cooler.
Yeah, it does, to be fair now. I always wondered. Oh no, I thought it was glitched again. I always wondered what the video game landscape would have been like if Sega didn't leave the industry. I think Microsoft would have been gone. Personally, I think Sega would have eventually filled the void, like filled the gap. I don't think there would have been any need for Xbox. You know, I really do believe that. It's a pity because I never had any interest in Microsoft or Xbox. It would have been great to have a PlayStation, Nintendo, and Sega. Like that's my childhood right there. Like Xbox never came into it. You know, Sonic, Super Mario, Spyro, that's my childhood. That fucking Master Chef. That's what I'm gonna call him. Master Chef. He never came into the equation for me. I didn't care that the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson introduced the world to the Xbox. Did you smell what the Master Chef is cooking? I didn't give a shit what he was cooking. I was too busy playing Spyro, Super Mario, and Sonic. Well, I wasn't playing Sonic because it would have been gone by then, but still. I was playing Sonic on PS2 and GameCube anyway.
The Sega Mega Drive was distributed in South Korea by Samsung as the Super Game Boy.
What? I did not know that. That is a fun fact. Damn. Have you ever heard about the Sony Mega Drive, Chad? What a great console that was. Sony Mega Drive.
No.
Oh, it's very good. It was made by a company called Ross Industries. I don't know if you heard about them. Pretty big time gaming company. No, I'm only joking. I knew a guy, and to be fair, he wasn't even born when the Sega Mega Drive came out, and he would have been pretty young when the PlayStation 1 came out. In fact, I don't even think he was alive actually when the PlayStation 1 came out. But so to be fair, but yeah, he accidentally called the Sega Mega Drive the Sony Mega Drive, and it was the funniest thing ever. So that race went very well as well. So I'm going to have one more race for this live stream because I have to get up early in the morning to do my volunteering. Oh god, it is too warm again. Why can you change the music tracks? No? Oh, it's a pity you can't do it. Like you can do it in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I think you just press R3 and you can change the music. There might be a way to do it in the options menu though, I haven't checked it out.
Bethesda was the original sports game makers for EA before making Terminator 2.
Jesus. You are on fire, man, with the interesting facts. Definitely did not know that. Yeah, Bethesda was the original sports game makers for EA before making Terminator 2. Jesus. I didn't even know they made Terminator 2, to be honest. What's happening with the lighting here now? What in the fuck is this? And the game is just broke as fuck, honestly. God, I'm exhausted. Looks like Crazy Taxi there just at the top, doesn't it? That's a game that needs to come back. I think the developers of Streets of Rage 4 and Sonic Mania, the two of those developers, so multiple developers actually worked on Sonic Mania, but I think those two studios should be the future of Sonic's past. Does that make sense? The future of, oh no, the future of Sega's past is what I meant to say. There should be the future of Sega's past. There should, this is a new track I think. This is, I think. Oh no, it's not. They should make new Crazy Taxi games, Golden Axe, Comic Zone, Shinobi. But I do Crazy Taxi though. I want to see Crazy Taxi come back. Fucking hell. I thought there might have been some invisible barrier there, like, but no. Straight into the water, Johnny goes. You know, I love Streets of Rage 4, I love what they did with it. And I would also love if they actually took it in a different direction, if they just made the art style, the graphics, like imagine if they made it more like grittier.
David Rosen, one of the co-founders for Sega, didn't like the name Mega Drive in America.
Really? Well, he can fuck right off. His Mega Drive is one hell of a name for a console. Like, now you just have like Switch and Series X. 5. You know? Like, what we need like, is something like a Mega Drive. You know? Like, if somebody said to you, come on, we're going for a drive. You know? You'd be like, okay. But if they were like, come on, we're going for a Mega Drive. You know, it sounds more exciting, doesn't it? You want to go for a Mega Drive, don't you? You don't want to just go for a drive. You want to go for a Mega Drive. That's why it's a good name.
Deck to sheltering.
But to be fair though, Switch makes sense and 5 makes sense. They all make sense. The Series X does not make a bit of fucking sense though. What the fuck does Series X mean? Oh, it's the X, which represents Xbox, and it's a, well, series. We all like series, don't we? So, Series X. I mean, that honestly makes no fucking sense. And the Xbox One, don't even get me started on the Xbox One. Their third console, they call it Xbox One. Fucking geniuses there. I think the most basic name for a console though would probably have to be the GameCube though. Like, surely the creative process there was, well, it's a cube and you play games on it. So, Shigsy, we should call it the GameCube. So original, isn't it? Fucking hell. It was codenamed Dolphin. Before, to be honest with you, the Nintendo Dolphin. Oh yeah, before I end the live stream, I have a slight prediction for Nintendo's next generation video game system. Not the Switch OLED, or if there's ever going to be a Switch Pro, nothing like that, but Nintendo's, next generation system. And it revolves around the controller. Because let's face facts, like Nintendo are not going to abandon the concept of Switch, a hybrid console, a hybrid video game system that combines home console gaming with on-the-go handheld gaming. Nintendo are not going to abandon that. That's represented 101% in what I believe it's going to be called the Switch 2. So, anyway, that's going to, and that's obvious. So they're obviously going to have like 4K and all of that, right? Anyway, the controller. I actually spoke a little bit about this a good couple of months back on a live stream, and it revolves around squeezable controllers, or at least a part of the controller where you could squeeze. To give an example of what I mean, hold any controller in your hand right now, providing it's a video game controller. Hold your PS4, PS5 controller, hold your Nintendo Switch Joy-Con or Pro, well, not Joy-Con, Nintendo Switch Pro controller, hold your Xbox controller, right? And take notice of the grips. So the left grip and the right grip. What I mean by grip is, what you basically, what your hand is holding basically, yeah? What each hand is holding, the grip, where the D-pad buttons are and the face buttons are, yeah? Now imagine if that portion of the controller was squeezable. That's basically it. I don't know what it would do to the game. Maybe
It'll be a Xbox controller with the 2DS screens on it. Elbow cup.
It'll be an Xbox controller with the 2DS screens on it. No, Chad, it won't. Try to give an example now. Okay, so Super Mario Sunshine. That was a game where Mario had the flood water pump, where he would pump water out. So imagine if you...
Johnny.
No, I am Indian. Have you tried turning it on and off, sir? That's a terrible Indian impression, Damien. So, yeah. So, as an example, like if you squeeze, we say like the right grip of the controller, it would like, the more you squeeze, the more you would squeeze the pump in the flood.
From the Middle East,
Pump. Yes, I am from the Middle East. Please give me your bank details.
Is that a fake over-exaggerated accent, Johnny?
No, Chad, I was really trying very hard there, actually. Thank you, Chad. Heartbroken, I'm not joking. That was an exaggerated accent, 100%. As fake as...
From the Camel on Sand.
Yes, I am riding on sand on a camel called Saber. He is sand monkey. But yeah, that's just an example. So squeeze the squeezable controller and more water will come out of Mario's flood. That's a basic example. But something like that, or maybe if you could even stretch the controller. Okay, I'm going to give an example of an already existing Nintendo peripheral, the Ring Con that comes included with Ring Fit Adventure.
Tech support.
Yes. Mr. Middleton, have you tried turning it on and off again, sir? Sir? But Nintendo. But
rolling on the floor laughing.
Nintendo. Alright, mate. Have you had a Nintendo? Great console, mate. Great games. Nintendo. But yeah, so the Ring Con that comes included with Ring Fit Adventure, you squeeze that in at times and you squeeze it out and you do all sorts of stuff with it, right? That's sort of wrong, to be honest, but you know what I mean. So if they could apply that type of technology, that type of squeezable, pullable technology into their new controller, it could mean quite a lot of things. It could mean you could literally pull your controller apart like a Stretch Armstrong or something like that. Now, I'm not Nintendo, so they're the geniuses here. They're the ones who can incorporate that into their games, right? But if you could think of something like that, where the more you squeeze your controller, something will happen, either greater or less, or depending on which direction you pull your controller, you will go further. Something in the game will go further or closer. The more you press into the controller, something will happen in the game. Basically, how you interact with this squeezable, pullable, what else?
Is that Johnny
pushable.
Has 12:39 hours in Fortnite?
No, that is my twin. He's not available right now.
What game are you thinking about?
What? I don't know. Anything. Just an example. So it's basically a squeezable, pullable, pushable controller, basically. And depending on how you interact with the controller, it will do something and it gets, like, I don't know. I'm not Nintendo. I mean, they introduced touchscreen, they introduced motion control, and they were the ones who were able to bring all that together, You could see how they could kind of incorporate that type of technology into their games. I mean, in Ring Fit Adventure, like, you squeeze it to, like, I don't know, make projectiles come out of the screen. Also, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but that would be done to Nintendo. But I think that is what they may explore this time around with the controller. And maybe they might do this instead or do this as well. What? The control, it sounds wrong, doesn't it? But like, think of a Stretch Armstrong type thing, or like a stress ball. Something like a stress ball, like where you just squeeze the controller. But it could also come handy if you were raging as well, like, you know. It would be a safer way to rage instead of breaking your controller. But also, what they could do is...
Johnny's shake weight controller.
Shake weight controller. Maybe they could do a thing like where you could basically... Now, I know that Microsoft already have something like this, but you could like...
Weight, yeah, ha ha ha.
You could, you could, yeah, something like that. You could detach parts of the controller, or something like that. I always bad at explaining these things, but
Johnny
I always
wants
feel
to
like
lose the pounds.
I definitely do, man. I need to lose the euros as well. But yeah, that's basically what I think. Anyway, I think they're going to do something with the controller like that. So if they do it, you heard it here first. It's hard to fucking... I remember predicting the NX at the time, and I got it right in the end, but I just couldn't quite, at the time, I couldn't quite see how it would happen. You know, like, I did actually predict that the Switch would be the Switch, like it would be a portable console. But I always thought that it was going to be two separate devices. I thought there was going to be a handheld and a console. But what I didn't actually realise was, what I thought was actually the controller or the screen was actually the fucking Switch itself. I didn't never acknowledge the dock. I never acknowledged the dock as being a thing that would happen, you know? So that's what that's what's happening here now. I'm thinking of this controller that you can like squeeze, pull apart, fucking press into. What I mean by press into is like you could basically like, if you had a stress ball in front of you, you can press your thumbs into it, you know? So stuff like that. I suppose, I don't know what I'm actually... Well, I know what I'm saying, but I can't quite... Because I'm not a game developer, you know what I mean? So I can't quite think of how it could change. Like, let's think of a game like Mario. Like, I mean, how can any of that really apply to Mario? I don't know. But like, they did touchscreen. I mean, if touchscreen wasn't a thing, right? Let's say touchscreen gaming wasn't a thing.
Just squeeze your own when you're stresses.
I already do.
Stress.
No, I'm only joking. That's a good one.
Face with tears of joy.
But oh Jesus. But yeah, let's say touchscreen gaming wasn't a thing, and I'm just sitting here trying to think of how they could do that. I mean, I probably wouldn't have been able to figure out that either, but you know, look what happened. They were able to make a lot. I mean, Resident Evil was on DS. Grand Theft Auto was on DS. Call of Duty was on DS. There was a shit ton of games on DS, and they all utilised the touchscreen. So I'm sure like Nintendo will be the ones that will figure out how that technology will be incorporated. But nonetheless, Johnny Greenhill Gaming is predicting in the Switch 2 that the controller will be some sort of a weird ass controller where you squeeze it and pull it and do all sorts with it. But sounds really wrong. But that's basically my prediction anyway. And the obvious one, like to me it's obvious anyway. Like Switch 2 is going to be like 4K. They'll do what they always do. They'll catch up the PlayStation. They'll catch up the Xbox. That's Nintendo for you know.
Now you're on to something.
They'll just do catch up. Pull it. Now you're onto something, quite literally. Onto. Nintendo pull it. But yeah, just that's just an idea. Like just kind of pull each side of the controller, and it will just do something.
Saber is right.
What about a stretchable controller?
Why are you by?
Oh god, the Nintendo LGBTQ. Oh god. But oh fuck.
Go back to the closet, sheltering.
Man, I'm so far back in there, man. I'm in Narnia.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh god. So bully me, Chad. I'll report you. No, I'm only joking. But yeah, the obvious path to the Switch 2 will obviously be the fact that it'll be 4K, because Nintendo always play catch up. So they'll finally do 4K. The screen will be, I'm guessing, will be OLED 1080p as opposed to 720p, because they'll obviously have new chips and new screens, so they'll finally be able to have a 1080p OLED screen. Like
Snickers
handheld.
Sheltering.
I'd love one actually, but I'm on a fucking diet, so I can't. And obviously the TV mode then will be 4K. But yeah, they're obviously going to do something else, like, and I think the controller will be pivotal to
when
it.
You're hungry, elbow cup. Elbow cup.
That's a good one. Then eat a Snickers and I become Johnny Pride. Johnny Pride? I just gave myself a nickname. I'm just bullying myself at this stage now. Let's see how it sounds right now. Hold on a second now.
LGBTJ.
I am looking with the J and all is there.
Soy milk out your fridge, sheltering.
Where's my Yoki Bob? I'm
Johnny Pride rainbow flag.
There it is now. I'll change my YouTube channel to it. But I can't predict anything else other than that, really, to be honest with you. I think Nintendo are in an interesting position now, like, you know, the Switch has been hugely successful for them, so they can kind of, but they have to do it carefully, though. They can't just rely on the success of Switch going into Switch 2, because that's what happened with the Wii U. But done right, they can do it, you know. Like, I think a 4K Switch, you know, handheld mode being full 1080p OLED, I think would be great. And a controller that can do something completely different that hasn't been done before. I think that would be reasonable enough.
In the river tomorrow. It'll be a shame if he didn't come out of the water thinking face.
Oh god. That's mean. Bullying me. I'm only joking. Yeah, I have no other predictions.
Report me to the Twitter judge.
I will. Judge Twitter. Judge Twitter.
Man, this game is dead.
Oh man, that actually is. Oh no, I haven't. I haven't searched for any game. I've just been taking a break on the main menu. Well, the online menu. But it is dead though.
Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
Because when you do actually find players, most of them are all bots. Look, an error has occurred. Please check your connection. Do you know what I hate though? I hate when fucking Codemasters make it out to be the gamer's issue.
Judge
like
Twitter has a ring to it.
actually does, like Judge Twitter. Judge Tritter. All rise for Judge Tritter. Oh man, actually sounds really funny to be honest. Judge Tritter. All rise for Judge Tritter. Oh no, wait, he's on the shitter. Now what the fuck is arcade again? I don't know why they call it arcade, because it's not really an arcade. Like, arcade should be a kind of, I don't know, a kind of low-key career mode. And to me, arcade should be like a series of, let's say like, pick your car, pick your style of race, and you should go through a series of tracks. Arcade mode nowadays is just so basic, you know?
Bots are added as fillers when not many are online.
Yeah, that's
like
what they do.
Destruction All Stars.
I think they're bots anyway, because it says Dirt Player 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And you can't go into their profile, so they're definitely bots. They have to be bots. Have to be.
Game is dead. Time to ditch it.
When it works is alright. But there's a career mode too. Like the next time now I play Dirt 5, I might do the
quickly.
Now there's a good few new career events, which are good to be fair, and there's new cars as well. Just the online is a letdown, to be honest. That's where the letdown is, the online.
Play RDR2 and Last of Us 2.
No. Saber has kidnapped Damien, taken over his YouTube. Resident Dead Revolver 2. Resident Devil May Cry Redemption 2. I forgot the 2. Oh man, I can't stick another night of fucking tossing and turning like a fucking pancake in a frying pan.
No, I have locked up Saber. He's in sand prison now awaiting trial, elbow cup.
Nice. Good one. Waiting for Judge Twitter to arrive.
Turn off the 4K elbow cup.
That's actually something I wanted to check to see actually what game mode I have on actually.
Toes in no time.
Have you kissed more than toes? Huh? You be kissing more than toes? Oh, I don't know what any of this means. I think image quality is 4K. I don't know. Choose whether you prioritize.
It's terrible.
Oh, it's too much, man. I swear to God.
Come quick.
It does. It definitely does, man. I don't mind as long as it isn't raining. I'd settle for cold any day of the week. I swear to God, I'm like a fucking, I don't know, pancake, man. Just flipping and flapping. Oh, that sounds wrong, sorry.
My R2 button broke on DualSense.
Flipping and flapping.
Time to buy a new one tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus, I know, yeah, man. Sony need to at least acknowledge the situation at this stage now. And they need to fucking... Yeah, they need to acknowledge the situation, address the situation, and more importantly, fix the situation and prevent the situation. Because, like, oh man, just imagine, like, the thought of them having to go in tomorrow and buy a fucking another controller.
My PS5 elbow. Fuck acknowledging it. They better fix it.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly, yeah. That's what they need. Like, they need to fix it. They need to say that it's happening, and then they need to fix it. That's true, yeah. Imagine they came out and said, "Yeah, we are aware of broken R2 buttons. It is happening, but we ain't do nothing about it."
A recall should be issued too.
Definitely, like, they should recall. That's actually a very good point, actually. They should completely recall it. They should, because I mean, right now they're burying their heads in the sand. You know, like Saber.
They'll be like Nintendo and give out free repairs. Elbow cup.
If you're lucky, man. Nintendo still haven't acknowledged.
Rolling on the floor, laughing. Rolling on the floor, laughing.
But honest to God, like, Nintendo still haven't actually acknowledged Joy-Con drift. I mean, how fucking... The audacity of that, like. How fucking scummy of Nintendo. 4 years later, almost 5 years later, and to not even acknowledge that Joy-Con drift exists. So there was a few people that brought him to court and everything over this. They're still being brought to court, actually, over this, Nintendo, for Joy-Con drift. So these companies need to fucking acknowledge and fix and fucking recall their broken devices. It's completely unacceptable, like, it really is.
Yeah, the lawsuit is still up in the air.
Oh yeah, still up in the air. I mean, I don't see this going in Nintendo's favor, to be honest with you, because this is something they're not going to be able to get out of. It's one thing when somebody steals their intellectual properties and comes up with some bullshit that they own it, you know, with copyright chips
Indians,
and stuff like that.
Indians, ex-Indians. Scams.
Nintendians, Palestinians, and Expendinians. Expendinians has a fucking ring to it, actually. They're all scams, man. Expedinians. Oh man, that's going to be stuck in my head now. I'm going to be going to sleep tonight just saying Expedinians. I'm going to be dreaming of Expedinians. I've been dreaming of Indian Phil Spencers. Imagine an Indian Phil Spencer. Hello, sir. Thank you for watching the Xbox event, sir. We have many games to show you today, sir. Indians, man, they love saying sir, don't they? Expendinians. Oh man, I fucking love that. That's what I'm gonna call the Xbox fan base now from now on. Sir, are you an Expedinian? Sounds like a fucking alien race, to be honest with you. Expedinian from Planet Xbox. The Nintendians are funny too. I can't wait for the next. I cannot wait for the next Nintendian Direct. Oh my god. That's some funny shit.
Chew tires.
I thought I actually said chew tires for a second there. I thought that was like a term for like do a race. Chew some tires, bro. But they really do need to recall those controllers, like.
Hello again.
Ah, Paul Gaming 39. How are you keeping, man? Welcome back to live stream. Welcome to my live stream. Unfortunately, I have finished the gameplay.
What's up, Paul?
Portion of the live stream, Paul. But I've been chatting away there for about 5 more minutes, and then I have to go to sleep because it is very late in the live stream. It's actually funny, Paul, because I remember yesterday, I think it was yesterday anyway, when you were in the live stream, it might have been the day beforehand, and
Nice.
it was late where you were, but it was early where I was.
Cool.
So it's basically the opposite to my previous live stream. So this time, I'm going to have to be going to bed. The last time, you had to go to bed. That's actually
Hello.
funny. But I hope you're keeping well anyway, Paul. I always love your profile picture, man. Just I love seeing a me character. There's always something about a me character. The me characters are the best, like profile pictures. Oh, I just got an idea for a Nintendo movie. So we all know that there's
Now it's
a.
morning to me.
Yeah, that's so funny. It's the opposite. So, because it was very early when I was doing the live stream that you were in, and you had to go to bed, and I was like, "Damn, it's so late where you are." And now it's morning time where you are, and it's night time where I am. Well, technically, it actually is morning here because it's actually 28 minutes past 1. But your profile picture, Paul, has actually given me an idea for a Nintendo movie. So we all know that Super Mario is getting an animated movie. I think it's coming out next year. But I think a me movie would be absolutely fantastic. Something like Metopia or Tamagotchi Life.
It's the opposite grinning, squinting face.
I know, yeah, and that's actually so funny. So, like, I think like it would be crazy. Just have a lot of minions. No, we have minions. It can be called minions. Just a load of me's just doing random shit. Getting into random situations. Wacky situations. And Tamagotchi Life would be more suitable. And that guy from Wii Sports can be in it. He can be the main
I'm the only
character.
one who is watching now.
There's a few watching. YouTube is glitched. YouTube is almost as glitched as this game. So there's actually there's at least 3 people. I just got a pain in my tooth. Did that ever happen? Did that ever happen to you? Oh jeez, I can't even fucking. Did you ever start talking and you're fuck. You get a bit of wind in your teeth or something and it's just fuck. Oh man, I hate that shit. Yeah. But no, there's more than one watching the live stream, Paul, sorry. My shoot. But yeah, Metopia the movie. Coming soon to a cinema near you. Featuring, what's his name? Black guy from Wii Sports Boxing. So any news, Paul? Anything interesting happening? And then I have to end the live stream and get some sleep, even though I'm probably not going to get any sleep because it's so hot here.
I think Metopia is on Switch.
Yep. It is indeed. It's actually on Nintendo 3DS as well, which I did not know. I actually bought it on Switch thinking it was actually going to be a brand new game in like the Metopia series, but it turns out it's pretty much just the exact same game on Switch. But it's a really fun. I haven't played it myself yet, but I know someone who plays it, like, and it's fucking really funny.
Does that game have replay value?
I don't. This game. Well, no. Dirt 5 or Metopia?
If
Metopia or Dirt 5? Metopia is basically like a parody of
Metopia.
Metopia. If you have a lot of, and I mean a lot of me characters saved onto your Switch, I would say yeah. And there's a lot of job classes as well. I mean a lot of, you can even be a cat in the game. So there's a lot of job classes that you can like use like for the first time. Like if you play it through the second time or third time, you can try a different job class. And again, if you have a lot of different me characters, you can change the role.
Is it random generated?
Random generated? No, I don't think so anyway. No, I don't think so. But you can basically like change up the casting, so to speak. So you can cast a character as another me character the second time around to make things a bit interesting.
I played Metopia on 3DS, and it's Tomodachi Life and Mario and Luigi series, except it's mixed.
Metopia on 3DS, and that's a nice way of putting it, actually. Yeah, crossed between Tamagotchi Life and Mario and Luigi series. Yeah, but I would consider it as a parody to traditional Japanese role-playing turn-based games. It's just really funny. Like you can have I think you can have a cook or a chef job class, and like their weapon is obviously a frying pan. So it's just that kind of humor, like, you know. And the interactions between the party as well is quite funny as well. So it's a parody, like, it's really funny. I haven't played it myself yet. I have it, but I haven't played it. But from what I've seen and heard of it, imagine having a game and you haven't played it, and you're saying, like, from what I've seen of it. But literally, no, I haven't played it yet. I've been playing more of Age of Calamity and a lot of PS5. But yeah, it's a really fun game. But a movie would be great though. You can even download other people's me creations as well. And there's a lot to choose from.
Mario 3D World any good?
Mario 3D World? Oh yeah, I got mixed up there for a second. I was thinking of 3D Land or something. Oh yeah, it is a good game. I mean, it's not as good as, we say, a game like Super Mario Odyssey or even Super Mario Galaxy.
Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury.
Yeah, Bowser's Fury is quality. It is really quality. I think a lot of people would naturally underestimate Bowser's Fury because they may look at it as a kind of bonus mode that comes with a deluxe version of a Wii U game, but there's a lot more to it than that, you know. A lot more to it than that. I would consider it as actually, me personally, I would consider Bowser's Fury as a standalone game. I must go back and finish that actually. 100%, because, okay, I would say, with the exception of Sunshine, the 3D collection is games that you would have played many times by now. You would have had many opportunities to play those games. Super Mario 64 came out on the Wii Virtual Console and the Wii U Virtual Console. And to be fair, it is widely available on retro shops. It's not hard to play Super Mario 64. It also came out in DS as well. Super Mario Galaxy just isn't that old of a game. Like, to be fair, like, it only came out in the Wii, like, and to be fair, that's not that much of a retro console. So the only game in that collection that I can think of, for me anyway personally, that I liked to play again was Sunshine. Because I didn't really have much opportunities to play that game again.
Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, Super Mario Sunshine is the only game that is, in my opinion, worth the while playing. But definitely I would choose if Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury over the collection. Definitely, man, definitely.
Super Mario Galaxy is underrated.
It's good, like, it's good. It's a very good game, what am I saying? It's a very good game.
Mostly the music.
Yeah, oh god, Jesus Christ, the music is iconic in that series. For me, Super Mario 64 will always have that kind of special place in my heart, you know, considering it was the first, like, major Mario game that I played. Quality game, like, just nostalgia purposes more than anything else. Which is why I would have loved if Nintendo had actually did a proper either a remaster or remake to Super Mario 64. I mean, I think it can still happen, like, it can still happen. I'm optimistic that it can happen. It kind of annoys me, lads, when you stop and think about it. They can remaster Skyward Sword, a Wii game, and make a big deal about it. But they can't remaster Super Mario 64. I mean, just think of how amazing that game would look on Switch. Think of all the, what do they call it?
Can't have the game digitally.
But think of all the quality of life updates that could add to that game. You know? Can't have the game digitally. Which game?
Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Yeah, they removed it. You can't even get it now.
Skyward Sword was Wii U.
No, Skyward Sword is on the Wii, man. Skyward Sword is a Wii game. Yeah, Skyward Sword is a Wii game. It was released at the same time that Nintendo released the Wii Motion Plus. But yeah, like, I mean, Jesus, like, I would have preferred a remake of Super Mario 64 or even a remaster of it. And again, think of how amazing that would look and play on Switch. Quality of life features, all sorts of features they could add in. Maybe they even do like an amiibo of like Mario. Oh, I can tell you exactly what the amiibo would be.
Oh, wow.
I have it in my head right now.
The Wii U didn't get a new Zelda game.
No.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020.
I think actually, no, I don't have that game at all. I thought I had it, but I don't. It'd be a fun game though. I have a Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games on. I actually have it on Wii U. But yeah, Chad. Well, actually, no.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Wii U was Breath of the Wild, Chad. It was so funny when I was in line getting my Oh god, I have to go to sleep in a minute. When I was getting my Switch, there was one guy, and he was getting Switch. He was getting the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild, and we were all looking at him like, why? Why, like? Why not just get a Switch, like? But yeah, he got it on the Wii U. But I actually can picture an amiibo that would be released alongside like a remaster or a remake of Super Mario 64, and it's the iconic sneezing. It's the iconic I think it's the cartridge art. So try to picture the cartridge of Super Mario 64 right now.
The Switch have Bofutu.
Yeah, the Switch is getting Breath of the Wild 2 as well. But You know the cartridge of Super Mario 64 where Mario is running away from Bowser? So basically you would have that. You would have Mario in a running position on green grass, and then behind him you have like a bigger Bowser, and he has flames coming out. If they can recreate that, I'd be all over it. I would be all over it. Or even the Power Star amiibo. Imagine that. Power Star amiibo. Oh, sign me up, Nintendo. Okay, so if they don't have the Mario and Bowser amiibo, they could do a Power Star amiibo. And what it would do in the game is instantly show you, once you tap it, it would instantly show you the location of a Power Star. But don't they do that at the start of... Wait. Something anyway, just help you out with getting the Power Star or something like that. But, oh yeah, they should really remake that game. It's a letdown. It's a letdown, you know, that they didn't celebrate 35 years of Mario without actually releasing a new master. Oh, an upgrade. Right. I am off to Dreamland. So I'm going to say good night. And more importantly, thank you for watching the live stream. Hope you enjoyed. So, yeah. Enjoy the rest of your days. Because it's early where you are. For myself and Damien, it is 1:45 in the morning. So it's quite later for us. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. Good night.
Have a good night.
See you in the next live stream. Thank you. And you have a good day as well.
Rest well.
Thank you. I'll try to, because it's just so warm here. But thank you. And I hope to see you in the next live stream.